All right, Kamala likes to exaggerate her record of taking on the drug cartels. We've heard that countless times. But remember, during her tenure as border czar, of course, the cartels have gotten richer and even more powerful. And of course, she has no policies to combat that.
For the first time under my administration, we will be seizing the assets of the criminal gangs and drug cartels. And we will use those assets to create a compensation fund to provide restitution for the victims of migrant crime.
Yeah, so Trump offering policies. She's talking about her old tenure years ago as AG of California. Now, a stark contrast to everything Kamala Harris is proposing. Alabama Senator Katie Britt joins us now. Senator, thanks for joining us. So immigration is one of the top issues for voters, top three issues. Migrant crime
absolutely
has been horrific and hurt women the most and girls the most of any group in America. Anything she is proposing that would impact migrant crime?
Well, Laura, first, thank you for letting me come on, and thank you for letting us dig in on this important issue. I mean, as a mom, I look at this and I think I want to make sure that we are keeping our children safe. You look at what Donald Trump did versus what Kamala Harris did, and there could not be a more stark contrast. Here you have Kamala Harris and Joe Biden coming in, undoing what Donald Trump did, undoing the progress he made with 94 executive orders in the first 100 days. I mean, let's not forget that she came in and said, let's halt deportations, let's stop building of the border wall. And then she said, I'm going to give mass amnesty to people who came here illegally. Laura, we continue to see that even today. You saw earlier President Trump post the billboard that was put out that said using taxpayer dollars to talk about services for people who came here illegally. They've got their priorities all wrong. And unfortunately, too, we heard today about an attempted rape on a woman from someone who came here illegally. We continue to hear these stories after stories after stories, and they're a direct result of the failed policies of Kamala Harris. And at the end of the day, Laura, listen, Kamala broke it, and Donald Trump will fix it.
Well, we have the video of that attempted rape, which I think our viewers have to see. This is what women in the United States are facing under Kamala Harris's tenure as border czar. Watch.
Hey.
He's trying to rape me. Can you help?
Get off her now.
Help me.
Get off her now.
Give us a channel.
Thank God. Thank God.
Don't you move.
There's another case today that was tweeted out of two Louisiana girls, a rape of them that a migrant actually videotaped. The RNC Research Twitter account sent that out. Another disturbing case. Is that supposed to be good for women, Senator? Is that the pro-women Kamala Harris policy?
Thank you. And thank you for bringing light to this, because obviously the mainstream media is not. You think about this. This is unfortunately yet another story in a long line of heartbreaking stories where women have been raped, women have been brutally murdered, women have been taken too soon. I mean, I was just in Texas last night campaigning with Senator Ted Cruz. We were talking about justice for Jocelyn, talking about a 12-year-old that was taken from us, raped and brutally murdered. These
are sick people.
It is absolutely sick. And then you hear Kamala Harris at a CNN town hall said, I think we did everything right when it came to the border. She did everything wrong. And fortunately, Donald Trump's going to come back in and put us back on the right track. And I'm looking forward to that.
Senator, yes or no, is the rhetoric about Trump being a so-called fascist and his supporters being fascist, which the, of course, her vice presidential nominee has said, is that putting former President Trump's life in danger, that type of rhetoric, yes or no?
It is absolutely reckless. Absolutely, Laura. And we've seen this rhetoric, and they continue to dial it up. It has no place in American politics. No one should be talked to or called things like that. And they know it, and they know exactly what they're doing, Laura. And it's despicable. 2
assassination attempts, and they're fanning the flames for some wacko to act like a hero again. Senator, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.